Hello everyone, my name is Nox and welcome to a new video on my channel. Today will be the third video of the Void Linux series. Today I'm inside Void Linux and today I will show you everything you need to know about Void Linux, and I will also show you how it looks like on my PC and how it looks my setup and my Rise. So first things first, let's look at my Rise. You can see I have here a Kali Linux themed Rise. It's not permanent, but currently I really like it. I am not Kali Linux user, but I really like how the Rise looks like. You can also see on my terminal, hold up, on my fast fetch. Boom, this is how it looks like. It's all custom, which I'm pretty happy about, but I did spend too much time on it. But I think it looks nice for me. The information you can find on my fast fetch is my operating system, my kernel, my shell, terminal, and my window manager. I'm using i3. I tried River, but River is so pain in the ass, so I just did quit it and I just started using X11. And will be a short video. I will just show you everything that I have done throughout the weeks I wasn't posting videos because I was working on my Linux, which I can happily say it works fine. And I'm really happy about it. Everything works that needs to work. So let's first start with what I have here installed. My RAWFi. This is my RAWFi setup, how it looks like. I'm actually really happy with it. It was difficult to make, but I'm actually happy how it looks like. This is your app runner, which means, in short, if I want to start Firefox, without RAWFi, I will have to do Firefox with this sign. I can't find it. This sign. And boom. Now I have my Firefox. But with RAWFi, I can just go this and boom. And I don't have to type anything. It's actually my app runner. Then I have also my polybar here, which you can see. With multiple desktops. I will explain it in a second what it is. I have also my time, my CPU, GPU usage, how many kilobytes are downloading, and my volume control. It's not the greatest volume control. I can mute myself and I can also unmute myself, which is not the best because I don't have volume control. Oh, I have. Huh? I didn't know, so I just have to scroll it. Damn, I didn't know that. I just found out, damn, I didn't know it worked like that. Okay, so now we are back with the things in here on the desktop. You can see I have 1 to 3 here. 1 will be my up monitor, the 3 will be my left monitor, and then you have my 2 as my main monitor. But actually I can open more monitors. So let's say I make this. Wait, hold up, okay, let's do this like this. Okay, I'm busy something with here. I'm busy something with here. But I need to seek something on the internet, but I don't have place. I have only 1 monitor, let's say it. Then I click my Windows key and I press 4 and then I open new desktop. It works the same on Windows, but here's actually way better. And I can open my Windows here, like Firefox. I open my Firefox. Okay, I'm seeking something. Okay, I got it too. Okay, I found it. Okay, I'm busy. Okay, I need to seek something. I have to find something on the internet. I can go back here again. I can also close it. I will close it. So this is the multiple desktops. On Linux, it's one of the biggest features and everyone loves it. Now the difference between Void Linux and other distributions, I will explain them right now. So to download something on Linux, you cannot go and install exe file. You have to get into repositories. So let's say I want to download something. I will download sudo xbps because this is what we natively use on Void Linux. Install, and then I can seek what I want to install. Let's say OBS. Okay, I have to type my password and you can see error package OBS already installed. So I have already installed. If I want to look if something is in repositories, I can go sudo xbps query and then I can seek for OBS. What does it do? It actually shows me every package that's installed in here. I can also see the state it's installed, source package is OBS, and I can see everything that's inside of here. I can see everything here. I can see also from changelog, architecture. So this is pretty nice. But let's say I want to seek something that is in a repository. So then I have to type sudo xbps query -rs and I can type Brave. Now I can see, okay, there is Brave, but it's an adblock library in Python. So Brave is not natively in repositories. then I can download app image. But I will explain app image in a second. But that's how you look for things in the repositories. Repositories are actually packages that come with your distribution. So you have Arch Linux, you have Debian, you have Ubuntu, Fedora, you have Pop OS, Nix OS, Linux Mint. Those are different distributions. And the developer actually says, look, I will package this distribution with those apps you can install. Void Linux natively is not bloated, and it's really minimal, which actually is really great, because sometimes you install something on different, let's say Arch or Omarchy or Nix OS. Void Linux is not natively bloated, which means you have to install everything yourself and set up everything yourself. You have two different protocols. You have X11 and you have Hyperland. I will explain it in the other videos what's the difference between them and what to choose. I use i3, so it's X11 protocol. Now, the other thing which really is great is I use Runit instead of systemd. I really like Void for what it is, and I really like how it looks like and how it works, because I tried Arch Linux, I was happy with it, but I wanted something different, something more difficult. The problem with Void Linux, it's really small, but the community is active and you can go on Reddit and you can always ask questions there, which is really helpful because sometimes you get stuck. And problem with Void Linux is you have documentation, which are really great. For Void Linux, those are really great, but sometimes you get stuck. You will encounter errors that you don't know really how to fix. Also, Void Linux is a rolling release, which means it's always up to date. It's lightweight and fast, and it's an independent distribution, which means it's not based on other distributions, like Debian or Arch. Because you can find Omarchy, it's a distribution of Arch Linux, so it's based on Arch, not on others, so it's independent distro. Most people start with Ubuntu or Arch. I started with Arch, but I think I will keep being on Void Linux because I just like it, how it works like. So, you have Thunar. It's an file explorer, but I don't use it. I just go into my terminal and okay, let's see my apps. Okay, I click list of everything in my home directory. I can go to ls downloads, which lists me the downloads, and then you can see the app image. I will explain it in a second. I can go to ls again, ls pictures, and then you can see my pictures I have installed. Now I will explain the app images. So when you download something on Windows, you get the extension of .exe. We have here an app image. App image, simply explained, is a single file that contains the app plus everything it needs to run. You download it, you make it executable with chmod, and then you can start it up. Lunar, as in Minecraft launcher, doesn't matter, natively is not in repositories of Void Linux. So to be able to play Minecraft, let's say, I need to run an app image. So list cd downloads. If I want to run right now Lunar, I have to type / and I have my Lunar client app image. Boom. It starts. And you can see I can play Minecraft. That's how it works. If I close this, it will close my Lunar. So that's how we run app images. Because if you go to Firefox and you go to Lunar client, you can see go to download, and you can see you can have a Linux, and it's actually be distributed as an app image. Let's say I want to download Obsidian. I can get Obsidian for Linux as app image, or more platforms I can also get to Windows, universal, but it's always app. So it's like a big exe file, but for Linux. You just download, it's also a bigger file. So it's already executable. And you have different commands like remove. So I will create a directory called test. And as you can see, I have here test. To remove it, I have to type rm-rfv. So those are the flags. R is for recursive. So delete folder and everything inside. So if I go to, I will create right now an file. You can see I have here a file. Now if I want to remove it, I have to type rm and flag it. So recursive force with V, so verbose. Now, recursive is delete folder and everything inside. F is force no confirmation prompt, ignores it just ignores all the errors. And verbose is print each file as it's deleted. Boom. Oh, I forgot I have to type test. Boom. Now you can see deleted test md and deleted catalog. If I want to go rf, so remove rf folder, then it's delete folder with no questions asked, just delete it and everything inside. If I go ri, is delete folder and ask for each file to be deleted. And rfv as delete folder, show what's being deleted. And those are the things you have to learn as you go with Linux, because those are the important prompts. Okay, now I use ZSH in place of bash and I use starship on it. So your terminal probably shows something like user with @pc, probably something like this. I don't know. This is your prompt. Starship is actually a tool that makes it nicer and more useful, and it shows you where your directory is. Now, bash versus ZSH, they're both shells, the program that reads your commands and runs them. But those are the two different brands. So bash is simpler, so comes everywhere, reliable, good for scripts. But ZSH has more feature, better autocomplete and more customizable. So autocomplete is actually, if I type something, let's say ls, you can already see it's already showing me autocompletion. So if I want to type download, then I can press tab and it autocompletes me. This is so useful for the workflow. It gets you so much work done so much faster. And Starship just makes it either one look better. It works for both. But most people who care about their terminal use ZSH with Starship. It just looks nicer and the auto-completion is really good. And ZSH is also highly customizable. For this showcase, it's everything. I'm really happy with how it looks like. I will also make a video about how to configure it and everything, but first I want to start programming on this thing. You have, most people use VS Code on Windows. I don't use VS Code, I use just Neovim. So I will show you how it works. I actually think it looks great. So if I want to program something, I go here, and then let's make directory. Now I can create a file. How I create a file? I just go touch with script. I will just go with python.py. Boom. Now you can see listed, it's python.py. Now I will use Neovim for this Python, and now I can type something like print. I will go actually. So first you go to insert mode. So and then print hello world, the most classic one. Then I go exit, escape WQ, clear python.py. That's how it works. But now let's say I want to do it more efficiently. Then I open the second window. I go to cd python test. Then I go Neovim python.py, and now let's say I will make something so simple. So let's say x equals to 1, y equals to 1. Then I will go with print x plus y. Then I close it, WQ. Or I can just save it, and then I go python.py, and now you can see it shows me also a mistake I made. So I typed here something wrongly. I can go here, then I could just go with WQ, so with W, so save. Then I can go python.py. You can see it's still in there. I go to I delete it, W, boom, and you can see that's how it works. So the workflow is really crazy here, and also it's a tiling manager, so I cannot drag things. I have to use my keyboard for it. So let's say if I want to use or switch something, I need to press. So i3 has also a config where you can bind those things. I don't know why it doesn't work. Oh, no, it works. Okay, nice. And this is my setup. So if I go into my window manager with StartX, this is what it actually does. So base setting is set mode for font Pango monospace 8. Then you have auto start programs. You can see auto start environment i3. Lock screen is i3 lock. Network manager and everything inside here. Wallpaper also, compositor, and audio tracks. Now the monitor setup. You can see my monitor setup here. My polybar that it starts. Then you have the gaps. Then you have my color scheme. It's not Tokyo it's my own, I created. Then you have terminal and applications. So if I bind some $mod, it's my super key, which is the Windows key, plus return. It's exacting alacrity, which my terminal. Then if I super key D, then you have my raw file. You can see, boom, raw file. Then you have my float, my window management, and now focus controls. This is how I move my windows also. You have my layout controls. You have my workspaces, which are those things up in the polybar. I can also switch them. I can move windows to workspaces. I have also my volume controls. And reloading and restarting my i3. And I can also exit it with super key Shift E. And I'm exiting. You can see, boom, and then it says, do I want to exit i3? I won't. I don't want to. So this is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other in the next videos.